Hey. Get money all day, get money all night. Sip my drink, ho, let's get right. Getting paid, getting paid, I'm getting. Hey, it's your boy Tyson. But you tuning in with Ray Ray's podcast. Kicking with boy Ray.
Yes, we are back at it again. You know it's your guy Ray, host of Ray Ray's podcast, one of the greatest podcasts in the city of the DFW. We put on for the DFW. You know, this is the city where we like to, this is the show where we like to highlight, spotlight, and edify people that are doing amazing things in our city. Hey, but real quick, I see you watching this. Like, subscribe, pause the video, like, subscribe, follow. Make sure you're tapped into Ray Ray's podcast and all the things we got going on, all right? Cool. Never seen the show before? I got to start it off with the positive words. Life happens. Life sucks sometimes, but let's reset that. Let's reset your day, your month, your year, whatever we need to do. Hit Control, Alt, Delete, all right? So just in case somebody told you today, I just want you to know that you're beautiful, you're loved, you're needed, you're alive for a reason. Hey, you're stronger than you think. Whatever it is you're going through right now, you're going to get through this. See, here on my show, this show, Ray Ray's podcast, I am glad that you are alive. And most importantly, don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Tough situations are just going to happen. It's just life. But what you put in your heart and your mind to get you through those situations, all right? Cool. We got this quick little segment. It's called Shout Out. Shout Outs are we like to spotlight and highlight people that are doing amazing things in DFW. Amazing events, amazing places we want you to go check out. So today, we got to shout out our OG, our homie, Mr. Billy Jack. You know, he's got an amazing tattoo shop, multiple tattoo shops, doing a bunch of amazing things and businesses. Hey, go look my guy up on social media, Billy Jack. He's doing a bunch of things. Hey, we just got to shout him out right now, all right? Speaking of Billy Jack, we've got the guy in the building. Y'all, let's give a warmer race podcast welcome to one of my friends, one of my homies. Yo, we got Mr. Billy Jack in the building. What's up, Billy Jack? How we doing, bro? Thanks for rocking with your boy real quick.
Thank you for having me here, my brother.
Thank you. We've been trying to get this done for a long time. The people love you.
It's been a few years in the making, for real.
It's been a long time in the making. We've known each other for at least over a decade now, for sure.
Yeah.
Through Ruben. Shout out Ruben.
Our whole, Jack, I love you, bro.
Our whole friend crew. We have an amazing eclectic group of friends.
Travel the world together. It's awesome.
Literally, we have. We've been to Jamaica and a bunch of other places together. It's amazing. And I always tell people my friend group, and it's not a friend group, we're all a family. We can go months and months without seeing each other, but we pick back up like we've never missed a beat. So everyone is always doing their things in their life, but when we get together, man, it's always some of the greatest times ever. We just hang out, chill, vibe. We got Billy Jack, we got me, Big Mike, Rube.
It's a very
Austin,
different crew too. Every one of us are doing big things in a way different way. So that's the coolest part, you know.
I love it. But we got you here. You know, we got you in a hot seat right now. You're on Ray Ray's podcast.
Love it, man.
So where are we going to do this? Because, we put on for the DFW. We're going to start it off like this. Tell us how you got in the DFW, my guy.
So actually in 2004, I came to Dallas, Texas, and I got with Boog, one of the biggest legends in the game. You know what I'm saying? I met a kid that said that Boog was his brother, and he was one of my biggest, one of the people I wanted to meet most of my entire life. I came out here from Nashville, Tennessee, Bowling Green, Kentucky area, and I've been idolizing Boog for years. So this dude's he's my brother. I was like, if he's your brother, take me to his house right now. And so they did, you know what I mean? And me and Boog clicked off. And I had 3 shops in Kentucky, and I was like, bro, I'm leaving them all behind to come here to work with him, So he brought me in. He showed me the ropes, you know what I'm saying? And he's the one that paid my way to get me here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and for those of you who don't know, Billy Jack is probably one of the biggest names in the tattoo game here. And
I've definitely helped create the scene that Dallas, Texas has. Boog was the one that was the forefather of it all, and then kind of passed the torch with me. And I taught some of the biggest names in Dallas how to tattoo, So it's an honor to see them thrive and do what they're doing, because they And
it's funny too, one of your shops is in Deep Ellum, your staple location. That's what Deep Ellum has been an evolution and an evolving city, part of town.
Oh yeah.
I remember when I was a teenager, early 2000s, that's the only thing you really went to Deep Ellum for was either tattoos or you saw a band play.
Oh, yeah.
That's all you saw.
People come from all over the world just for that. You know what I mean? Just to pull up to say they got tatted there or went and seen a show in Deep Ellum, which is pretty cool. You know?
I remember when I was younger, it's the big tattoo shop when I was younger. I think it was like Tigger's tattoos over there.
Yeah.
That was like one of the big shops that was there.
Used to be Lucky's Tattoo.
Yeah, I'm thinking
a lot of other studios that were there that were really amazing, but they passed a law where you had to be 1,000 feet apart. So the ones that were there the longest got to stay. The rest had to close their shops.
Yeah.
And so that's why when I got down there in 2015, that you weren't allowed to put a shop in Deep Ellum. It was impossible, but I got the loophole because I was at the very edge, the front entrance of the opposite side was nothing. So I got in that way, you know what I mean? So I got blessed to get down there, you know? So our studio is massive. We turned it into like a music venue now, though. So I brought a new business partner in from Ohio that owned music venues. We're going to start throwing shows there. I've been doing a lot of stuff with like Big Tuck. You know what I'm saying? I've been stuff with Kokomo Music, and we're going to start putting on a bunch of hip hop shows in Deep Ellum. And like the crew, you know what I'm saying? Like it's evolved a lot in Deep Ellum, you know?
Yeah.
It's a lot. There's a lot more money downtown than there ever was before. You know what I mean? It's a lot of good businesses, it's just changed a lot. But in my opinion, it's changed for the better, you know? So just got to go down there and see it. You know, it's a little rowdy sometimes, but you know, stay off Elm Street. You'll be fine. Stay off Elm Street. For real. Main, Commerce, you're good. Elm gets a little weird.
Yeah. And it's funny you mentioned Big Tuck. Coincidentally, it's funny because we've had a bunch of coincidences today already. I was at lunch. One of my OGs is George Lopez. Shout out George Lopez, Big Tuck's manager. That's what I was at lunch earlier with.
Nice.
So that's funny. Like
my oldest son that lives in Ohio just opened up for Big Tuck down here at a show we put on with Kokomo. So we're doing a bunch of other stuff too with like Groveside Chris. Okay. He's one of my favorite dude. I love that dude. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Mr. Lucci, you know him, obviously.
Of course.
Mr. Pookie. I'm doing some stuff with both of them too.
They got some good weed, by the way. Yeah. I took some of our friends. I took Ruben. Matter of fact, I took Austin to an event. My buddy.
I missed it. I heard you invited me and I didn't go.
Yeah.
The one at Dave and Buster?
Yeah. It was amazing.
Come on, man.
Pookie and Lucci were there too. They were promoting their stuff, man. It was. You should have been.
I know. I missed out.
You would have been. You would have been in heaven.
Oh, dude, I've heard. Dude, every time I see Ruben and Austin, they both rub it in. Yeah. But we were out of town for a tattoo festival or some dumb shit. Yeah. I'm not skipping any more Ray Ray's invites.
So like I said, Billy Jack, he's one of the pioneers here for the tattoo scene in Dallas. You've been doing it for quite a while. Not only do you do tattoos, you got other businesses, man. That's one of the things I really admire about you. You're always looking, how else can I, what else can I do?
Honestly, man, I try to like help everybody, right? And there's like so many industries that need it, like the fighting industry, you know what I'm saying? I stepped away from that recently. I was doing that ever since my son been born. I've done that my whole life, but that world's a little more. It's not my lane anymore. I was there for the children to raise the kids and raise them once they turn into fighters. It's like, I don't want to be responsible for that. You know what I'm talking about? So I stepped away from all that, but I feel like just trying to do other businesses I run Retire Royalty Rescue, and it's like it's for French Bulldog females mainly. You know what I'm saying? Like I guardian home them to people. So I take them off of breeders' hands that have bred them. You know what I'm saying? They're never mistreated, but they're just like, once they're done breeding them, they're just going to set them back. You know what I mean? I just kick these dogs worth $20,000, $30,000 dogs and give them to people for free, but they can't be bred. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. And just try to help people. And so we opened up the gym called The Future, and it was for parents and children to train together. You know what I'm saying? And then my son started wrestling for Plano West, and then I took him up to Next Gen and seen the fighters in there. And I was like, I can close my gym and let my son fight with these dudes, or he can keep coaching. So the best for his career was to poof, So now it's just focusing on the tattoo side. We're going to start doing the boat parties again. On Lake Louisville. Because I just opened up a brand new studio in the Colony, which has been my dream. Because when I first moved to Texas on the end of 2004, I moved to the Colony. I lived in the Colony for 6 months, but they wouldn't let you do tattoo shops, So I just got in a month ago. That was an epic deal, so I ain't never leaving there. Yeah,
there's still a lot of cities, right? There's still banning tattoos, right? Yeah.
It's big, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of, it's like, there's loopholes, you know what I mean? And it depends on who you are, I guess, I created the show Ink Masters, so that helps a big time. When people look that up, they're like, okay, landlords and the cities are more acceptable to kind of let you be the first people to come in. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what God did it for Deep Ellum. That's kind of what helped with the whole colony thing as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of who you are too. You know what I mean? It helps a little bit, you know, because the cities are right. They don't want a bunch of riffraff. They don't.
Yeah.
You know, it's not what they're looking for. You know. So, yeah.
Trust me, I have friends that used to own bars, and because fights happen, not necessarily in the bar, but close to, you know.
Right.
Close to it, they associated with it. It's like, you know, we don't want y'all here anymore. Even though it wasn't their fault, particularly. Plano don't play about that.
Well, my brother Clint Barlow that owns trees. He owns a bomb factory. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not in a bomb factory anymore. He just does trees now. But they've been sued for millions and millions of dollars for people that came to their club, were messed up on other drugs, didn't even get in the club, still sued for millions and won just because you're associated with. So I was going to get in the bar scene for a while, and then I started digging. Like, I don't want no part of that, bro.
Yeah, it's a very, like, it can be very rewarding, but there's a lot more risk.
There might be a lot of money reward, but I feel
it's
like,
a lot.
I feel like you'll be damaging so many people's lives, bro. Yeah. Even if the people don't get hurt, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people that probably shouldn't be drinking.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
don't want to facilitate that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like that was another one too. Like, the tattoo world, and then the dogs. Like, you know what I'm saying? My Gunny Ranch Bulldogs. So you got to get one of my dogs, bro.
Man, yeah.
He gets one for free. You just won't take one yet.
Oh, shit.
On your podcast, you going to take one if I give you one?
Hell yeah, I'll take one.
Oh, done deal. Hey, Gabe, wrap up Blueprint and bring him up here. There he goes. I got a boy to give you right now, Blueprint.
Okay.
It's Rome's brother. Same parents.
Rome is my favorite dog.
This was you going to blow him out the box.
Guess what? I just met Rollo.
Okay.
I just met Rollo the other day, last week. Shout out Rollo.
Yeah, hey, what's up, boy? So he's one of my prizes because he is a chocolate rojo. He has a red legs, like a lot of dogs are chocolate and tan or black and tan or blue and tan, but he's like a blue and red. So he's very rare. So he's going to be one of my prize studs, and I'm going to do more pockets, the bigger stuff with him, but I'm going to bring color to their game because right now you only have lilac and blue. You don't really have chocolate. Yeah. And then I got another boy. Man, bro, I got some of the most amazing, because Tri-State is like the #1 stud in China. Well, his son just got to America. His name's Creeper, and I've used this boy on my last 3 litters. And these dogs that I'm, you know, if you see, you know, like somebody's like, "This AI, it's not real," so it's real. Yeah. So I've taken that wild exotic and then my females, and I've corrected it. It's pretty badass. So I've got some really beautiful things in the making, but I got one for you, bro. Real talk.
Okay. I appreciate that. My brother would do that because Rome, I love Rome. Rome is, oh my God, Rome is so amazing. I remember the first time I saw Rome, like, this makes me want a dog.
I love it.
I want a dog.
Yeah.
Just seeing Rome.
He's going to be probably the same size as Rome, same everything, except blue. He's solid blue.
Oh, man. You know, blue is my favorite color.
Oh, wait. But he's like a light. Okay, he has 2 brothers that are really blue. He's real light, like a lilac gray blue, though.
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite colors. Like that's kind
of beautiful. He's my pick of the litter, of the whole litter.
If you see the wall, you see why. Yeah. I call that sapphire blue because, you know, I'm a Cowboys fan. DC4L.
I love it.
I tell you, blue is like that's the aesthetic. You see, like, the furniture here?
Yeah.
Blue is the light.
Yeah, the dogs match right here.
I want to sit them right here doing the podcast.
Yeah, you will too.
I'm gonna sit them right here doing the podcast. Yeah, watch it. That'd be cool, bro.
So there it is, Gunny Ranch Bulldogs Blueprint coming to Ray Ray, man.
Sponsored Gunny Ranch Bulldogs. Sponsors Ray Ray's podcast.
There it is.
Yeah, there we go, baby.
That'll bring more enjoyment to your life than anything ever. You know, that's my biggest thing, bro. Like, I like you talking about healing, you talking about people loving you. It's like, man, I'm big on manifestation, right? Like, it's real. You know, the law of the universe, all that's real, right? So. What I do every day, I quit training 10 months ago to prove if this is real or not, right? So all I do is walk barefooted outside. I do 1 to 3 miles a day, twice a day, every single day. I walk my bullies, you know what I'm saying? My dog is my motivation to do it. But I still weigh 210, 215 pounds, but I look 10 times better than I've ever looked. I'm healthier than I've ever been. My knees, I thought I was going to have knee surgery. Yeah. Fucking completely healed. Like, it's insane what walking barefoot does to your body. And like, and everybody, I'm real hippie and earthy. I'm all about stones.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But none of this comes from that, actually. This all comes from an athlete, a pro football player. I think he plays for the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? He won't wear shoes. He refuses to. And he, like, same thing, ankle surgeries. I've been fighting.
Chris Jones?
Something, dog.
I think I saw him walking up
all the way up to the way.
No, that's a different. That's a different There's a different sport. I saw this one guy. He always walks in barefoot. That's a different team.
This light skinned black dude, long dreads, and he will not wear shit all the way up to the football game plays. He puts them on right as they blow the whistle.
Yeah,
even in practice,
I got confused. Yeah,
but I dove off into a lot of info, listening to him, and like my ankles, from kickboxing, all my injuries are gone now completely, and it's because your feet. If you let your feet move around the way they should, they'll fix. And then the other thing too, if you go like. Your organs are connected to your feet.
I was about to say that, yeah.
So when you walk outside, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, walk outside on rocks and, like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's pushing on pressure points, releasing all that, you know?
Yeah.
It's the most amazing thing I've ever done, bro. Everybody's like, you look so good. And I kind of quit eating meat. Like, I got that Lone Star tick bullshit. It happened 27 years ago. But I'm allergic to beef, pork, and eggs. And so I don't really eat too much meat anyways, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, like, the less meat I eat, the healthier I feel. You know what I'm talking about? And I don't even think I'm eating healthy, bro. I'm eating fucking bread, pizzas, all this shit. Just leave the meat off of it. Yeah. And it's changed you know what I'm saying? It's really helped with that too. You know what I'm saying? But I think being allergic to the shit, because it makes me feel I'm going to die if I eat any of the other, you know?
Yeah, it's funny you were talking about the feet. Like, I've seen it before, like, these different videos and different places do it. Like, they drain toxins.
Everything.
They soak your feet. Yeah. And like they say drain. Yeah, the drain is connected. I mean, not the drain. The feet are connected to everything. And they say, to a woman, you massage. Yeah. You get it percolating a little bit. Get that thing started up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you got to be around a woman. I don't know if y'all may not even know that. Y'all ain't got a game like that. Find out one time.
You just got the game now.
You just got the game, right? Yeah. Put you on game. But Billy, my brother, what you got? What's next for Billy Jack? What we got? What we working on right now?
Okay, so I like I said, I just opened this new studio up north, you know what I'm saying, which just gave me my place to sit down and really focus because I'm on the lake now. So I used to do boat parties big time. Right? Yeah. So next is going to be, we're going to do Vixen Body Art. Is my wife's studio. It's all female tattoo studio.
Shout out Steph.
Yeah, Steph. She's the queen of the whole game, bro. But me and her both, we're going to do the double decker 2 boats. So we used to always do it like 100 people, but it's going to be able to be probably like 150. Yeah. And so we'll do it on Lake Louisville. We're about to do it'll probably be in August. We'll do that big boat party. But July 19th, I'm having the grand opening party for the colony. The colony studio. So that'll be on Sunday. It'll be like car show, a little bit of that. Like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I might actually have Lucci out there with his food truck. Okay. So he got a badass food truck now. So that's what's up. Yeah, so that'd be cool. But I know Brookside Chris, Kokomo, like all those boys, everybody will be out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I might get my son Birkin Herds and them to come out and perform with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll be doing. That's awesome. And then Deep Ellum, like I said, we turned it into a music venue. So, and it's open to anybody to come use, really. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, if you're an artist and you want to perform there, you can just reach out to me, man. We can set it up, you know? So we got everything you need to do it as well. So facts. This is a guy who got everything. You need it, hit him up. He'll get it for you, baby. Oh, and this is brand new, like as of like two hours ago. So I've always done Frenchies and bullies with Gunny Ranch. But I'm like phasing away from the French Bulldogs. They're just really not a healthy dog in general. Yeah. So I'm starting to do the long haired dash hounds, like little Dachshunds. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I'm going to do some crazy exotic colors. I got some in the works, so I'll have them too, bro. So yeah, we'll line you up if you got it. Needs a little weenie dog to go with the bully. It'll be better. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's funny. That's funny. All right. So if you're an OG listener, or maybe you've been your first time listening to Ray Ray's podcast or watching Ray Ray's podcast, we got this cool little segment. It's called I just want to get to know you. Slow down. We just want to get to know you. This is where we ask Billy Jack some random questions off the rip. We have no idea where we may go with these questions. We may go left field, may go right field. Let's go. I'm left-handed too, but we'll go somewhere. Then after that, we'll wrap this thing on up, all right? So before we always move forward in a slow down segment, this is the time I would love for you to shout out all your social media platforms and any other platform you want to shout out, and places, or not places, I mean any things you want people to check out via social media, online, wherever. Okay. Man, okay, so I like I said, I created Ink Masters many moons ago, but I also do on YouTube. You can check it out as deeplines.tv. You can go and find a few different documentaries. There's a bunch of training videos, stuff like that. Just look up Billy Jack Gunter. The one documentary is called The Road to Hell City. It's pretty wild to watch. It's me tattooing one of my artists for 4 days back to back, and then we drive all the way to the Midwest where I'm from, and it's just something cool to see. And then you can find all my social media. You go to aetattoo.com. You can find all my locations. You know what I mean? When I say I'm not going to open any more new right now, but I might. So they're always on there. You know what I mean? So aetattoo.com. You can find out everything, really backstory, all the good shit. And then Billy Jack 77 on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Billy Jack Gunter. I'm pretty Amish, bro. Like I grew up with Northern Indiana, so I'm 50, right? So I'm like late to the game with all the. My son's 15 now, so he been helping me. So, but yeah, man, like, and I'm always at the studio. Like I'm here, man. I love the tattoo. I do what I do. I'm a skin shaman, man. I like to heal people. I'm big on what I can do for your life and your journey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if you like reggae, and you want to have therapy classes and get tatted up, you come sit in my chair because that's all you're ever going to hear. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's where I'm at, man. And I'm honored to be. This is my brother right here. I love him so much. And I'm proud of him. And it's an honor to be on here, man. So I can't wait to do more. So
for sure. Absolutely. Yeah.
And the dog is yours, my brother, for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get it figured out.
Yeah, it's happening, bro. So stay tuned. He's beautiful. You'll see.
Awesome. We got that, man. That's Billy Jack, man. One of the greats, one of the GOATs here in the DFW. All right. So here's a staple question in the slow down segment. I love this question. I ask it every episode. Say, for instance, I'm Ray. I'm the movie director, movie producer.
All right.
I want to make the Billy Jack movie. Who should star as Billy Jack in the movie?
My son, he's a carbon copy of me. No,
man,
he's too young.
He is a copy paste.
He can play the backstory for sure.
Yeah,
because he's a carbon copy. But man, bro, you got to do some serious drawing on whoever. I don't know, man. You got to get somebody, Conor McGregor, or like a fighter, somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody gnarly to do it. I don't know.
We'll figure it out. Guys, comment below. Let us know who should play Billy Jack in a movie. Let us know what we think about.
And not Billy Jack, the movie I got named after either. That's a movie in the 70s, Billy Jack. You know what I'm saying? That's where I come from. So
Okay. So like I said, this show we like to, put on for the DFW and spotlight and highlight people that do amazing things here. So what is a place outside of, like your tattoo shops and, what is one of your favorite places to go to in the DFW?
Okay, like for the most relaxing, epic ever?
Or whatever. Like if you had this, oh man, yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
We have a membership there, bro. I live in that place, bro. It's amazing, right? World Springs is the coolest. Like I talk about standing your feet, like all the minerals have like rocks in the bottom, but like they don't hurt, right?
Yeah.
All that's the pressure point and drain all the toxins out of your body. You know what I mean? I'm real big into that. That's my favorite thing ever. And then the beach, bro, at Little Elm. Mm-hmm. Have you been to it? It's pretty.
We did a show out there. I went to. It was tacos and beats.
It's pretty cool, bro.
It's right there.
There's like 1 million barbecue grills. Like you can just take your whole family, just go pull up. It doesn't cost anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I've only been twice, but that's a rad spot we just recently did because we got the paddleboard and like you know what I'm saying, stand up and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Anything water related for me, homie. Yeah, like that's it. If I can wear just board shorts and have no clothes on, you know what I'm talking about? That's my life. I want my wife in a bikini and me in board shorts. That's my favorite shit. So wherever we can do that at. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, we gotta get to the beach again. So yeah, it's been a while. You was talking about reggae. We went on a trip to Jamaica with all the homies. It was like 30 of us. 30 plus of us went to Jamaica. That's wild. And there's 30 people to go to Jamaica. Hey, yes, sir. That was beautiful. Bro, that place, we went to Rick's Cafe, with the dives to the cliffs. Bro. That was some of the best lobster. He was like, bro, try some of this lobster. That, no joke. It's probably some of the best lobster I ever had in my life. Yeah. It was man, dude. I don't know what they did to that lobster, but it was absolutely amazing. We're going back. I'm dying to go back to Jamaica. Yeah, that was great. I'm dying. Yeah, but when we stayed, it was just... That drive was brutal. That was a brutal... Because we were realized we could stay way closer and everything. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Next time we're going to be right by, Yeah, because we were like almost 2 hours away from the airport. Well, for us to go to Bob's house from there, it was 8 hours. But they're like, dude, no way you're going. I'm like, I'm not coming to Jamaica and not going. You said 8 hours? It was 8 hours, yeah. But it was like me and my wife, a private tour the whole way, get the blade. And like, no. Was the tour 8 hours or it took you 8 hours to get? It took us 8 hours. It was just in a car, straight there. I didn't know it because we knew y'all were going. Yeah, they're trying to tell us, I was like, do you know who I am, bro? Like, I'm going fucking there. I'll die. See, I didn't even know that fact alone. It was awesome, bro. And now that makes sense. Looking back, like, where's Billy Jack and Stephanie? I'm like, I thought they should be back right now.
Well, I didn't even know that.
Then when we get to Bob's house, right, when we're done with the whole tour, like the dude that's in Damian Marley's band that yields the flag the whole time when they're on stage.
Yeah.
I party with him in Dallas, and we're there, and he's standing there, old man. He's like, I know you. My wife's like, there's no way we're in Bob Marley's house and then somebody knows you all the way over here, right? And I was like, he was like, think about it, bro. He's like, you're from Texas. It was epic, bro. I got to blaze with him in Bob's house. He's like, it's like the second 15th cousin or something.
Yeah.
Right? You know? But it's all family. But that was rad, bro.
Yeah.
It was cool, man. But I'm going to take my son back next time. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah, because we stayed in the grill. It was nice. It was great. It was just far.
Yeah.
It was just far, bro. Everywhere we had to go was it was a while. It took us a while to get everywhere. Like we went to this one. Did you go to the bar in the middle of the ocean? It was called Pelican Bar.
Yeah.
The bar was on stilts. I can't remember if y'all went to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was awesome. But the drive there. But it was a
check out the jungle, brother. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty much, bro. And the way they drove in Jamaica, I was like, good Lord Jesus. I was like grabbing the oh shit handlebars.
Me and my wife in a car with some random dude, right? And like we're going to stores, and there's dudes standing out there with guns. It's like, what kind of gun is that? Like an elephant fucking gun. Like, you're not getting away from that dude. You know what I mean? And so the whole way, and we're like, man, what's the crime like here? And the dude was like, it was like gangs. He was like, oh no, we don't have that in Jamaica. He said, you see these cops and military? He goes, if there's a gang, he said one time he had one of 6. He said they'll just go shoot them all. You can't do that there. You can't have a gun, none of that. I was like, oh, okay, we're good. Yeah, because we're driving up in the mountains. I'm like, hope we're good, you know? It was cool, though, but it was a little sketchy, you know what I'm saying? But it was, I love, every time I go anywhere like that, I want to go off by my, you know?
Yeah.
We just do that. It's like, I want to experience their life, you know?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, don't nobody want to do nothing crazy. They're always like, okay, we're good. So it's cool, you know?
Well, if you ever need to go to Jamaica, hit up my guy Austin with Lit Vacations.
Yeah, hey, for real.
Got you taken care of, bro. Like, all my trips, he does them all, man. It's amazing, all right? So, the beginning of the show, I did, the segment shout out. I had to shout you out. So, like I said, we want to highlight things in Dallas. What is something that could be? It could be a person, it could be a place, or an event that goes on in Dallas. What is something you would consider an underrated gym?
Oh, okay. An underrated gym in Dallas. Food-wise, Brick and Bone. You know what I'm talking about? If you like chicken, man, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
If I like chicken, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was just saying. The fuck? In general, everybody, maybe like, I don't know, bro. I would say the World Springs again, but it's not hidden anymore. Everybody knows about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Every day is a hidden gem. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what? I like that.
That's real, though. I'm so like right now in the moment of everything. It's like, okay, like I walked down to a ditch that has a waterfall. I was like, this shit's crazy. You know what I'm saying? The little hit. That's the shit I would say. Like, you know, go to the water. Go find there is actually like little rivers and shit. Like here, I was in Austin a lot, you know, and I didn't think it existed out here in Dallas. I was like, fuck, all we have is concrete, bro. You know, and there's actually a bunch of shit like that you can find around here. You know. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So. A movie that's been around for a long time just came out. It's fifth inception of the movie. It's called Toy Story. If you could associate with any character in Toy Story, who would you most associate with?
My wife would be like, I don't know, probably the dinosaur. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I like that. What is it? Rex? Is it? Yeah. Rex. Rex's name. Yeah. Rex.
I at least want to be the bear that ended up on the back of the front of the trailer thing. You know what I'm talking about?
He don't want you. Yeah. Sir hugs a lot. Hugs a lot. I can't remember. I think it's hugs a lot or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I like to always ask this question too. It's one of my favorite ones. If you could make something that's not a law, what would you make a law? Here's an example. The one I like to always say is it should be illegal and a crime to speak on speakerphone in public. I feel like that should be illegal.
Oh, we get to outlaw something.
You get to outlaw and make something law like that. For me, speaking on speakerphone is It's one of my top
1,000.
ones.
You know what? I'm gonna back that 1,000,000%, bro. That drives me bananas, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And okay, I got another one. Like, cause for the longest time, I'm like, I think they're lunatic, like just talking in there, got an earphone in.
Yeah.
Talking about, if you stand around other people, that should be like you should only do when you're jogging or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
If it's in a crowd, it should be legal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I like that. I think that one should be one, and the courtesy wave should be mandatory. If I let you over on the freeway, just acknowledge that I let you over.
Fair. Yeah.
Or if I open the door for you, please say thank you. Right. You know, like,
Yeah.
it's common courtesy.
No, that's real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be, yeah. You can't make that a law, though. You're about to get too far into it. Damn, man, you can't do nothing around right. No.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right. What is something you think is misunderstood about you, my brother?
Oh, wow. This is epic. This is the best thing in the world. So, and it happens millions of times, right? Everybody is like, so, hey, man, how long you been locked up? Like, you know, where did you get locked up at? You know what I'm saying? I'm like when I was a little kid, they used to lock me in the closet and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been to jail. You know what I'm talking about? Like, everybody wants me to be
something
in prison so much. And they also, you know what I'm saying? Like, the best part, like, a lot of people don't know, like, I'm like 25% black. So, and I'm bald headed, right? So all these white people come up to me and shit bald, and they're like, what's up, brother? You family? I'm like, bro, not the type of family you mean. You know what I mean? So that right there, like, that has happened to me so many times, bro. And it really drives me, you know?
Why is it with there with people that are well, I think it's changing a little bit, slightly.
Yeah, well, if you have face tats now, you look like you work at fucking Starbucks.
Yes.
You know, like back, if I'm too old to get a face tat, because that means I was locked up, right? But now, if it's like, damn, dog, look on face tats, yeah, man, I'm a barista. What? You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know what it is with that. Like when people are, for instance, if you're black, don't want to know you. If you're back, kind of bigger guy, in shape, kind of tall, tattoos. Assume you're an athlete or a rapper. Which one are you?
Right, 100%.
I don't know what it is. And they're only like tattooed up people for some reason.
I was Birdman, dude. Listen, when I had my mohawk before I tattooed my whole head, I was Birdman for so long, and people would get so pissed at me, bro, because I'm not, obviously. Well, I'm Billy Jack, right? So I'd see it, so somebody jump out the car, and they'd be like, "Oh, Bird!" And I thought they said Billy Jack, so I'm like, "What's up?" And then they get their phone. I'm like, "Oh fuck, nah, it ain't me." And so they come up and they be mad at me, bro, because I'm like, "It ain't me, bro." And they're like, "No, whatever, bro." And people would always be like, "Yo, why don't you just take a picture with them, dog?" And I'm like, so they can go show their homies and they could tell them that I'm not him.
You meant not Bird.
Because now you got a picture of me. No, we good. But yeah, that was the funniest thing in the world.
And he's talking about Birdman, Chris Henderson, basketball player.
Yeah.
Not that Birdman.
No, basketball player.
In the black community, you may be confused at the moment. Like, what do you mean Birdman?
That's amazing, dude. Yeah, no, basketball player, bro.
We got to clarify for the people. Those are like, sitting there confused. Birdman. Like,
that's hilarious. I love that. But yeah,
it's Birdman.
But yeah, so man, like that's the biggest stereotype, right? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like extremely spiritual, bro, like in a huge way, you know? And so I've been told I'm going to go to hell and shit. Like, it's amazing to me because I'm like, wow, that's beautiful. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's like the older generation that are just, you know? But that's been the biggest one. Like, everybody thinks I'm locked up. You know what I'm saying? I've only been in a drunk tank.
Yeah.
For being an idiot, you know what I'm saying? Just like fighting and dumb shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Or your homies driving drunk, like, you got to go too, type shit. But I've never had any charges or no dumb shit, you know? So all my time's been spent in the chair, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in tatted. That's it.
He spent time in a chair.
Yeah, that's it. Time in the chair. 30 years.
Hey, so when he says, how much time you spending? So he'll tell you like 30,000 an hour. Yeah.
Well, somebody asked me, I said 20. They said, damn, you did a 20 piece. How'd you get out? I said, no, 20 hours, man. I thought you were talking about how long it took my head tattoo took. It was when I tattooed my head is when the whole prison thing really went crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm old. My fucking hair's falling out and I'm a badass tattooer. So I'm getting my whole head done. I embraced it way before it was like, you know.
I've already started seeing it, but I think it's going to be great to see, you know, a lot of the older people as they age, you know, with the tattoos, like, oh man, it's great that you know.
Oh yeah.
I think that's amazing because once upon a time having full sleeves and stuff, that wasn't, you know, really wasn't the norm.
No.
But now that it is like, oh, I need to get a sleeve done, you know.
Well, dude,
because it's addicting. Once you get one, you're like, okay, I need more. Like,
yeah.
It's just, it's
I
therapy.
think it's the attention, though. It's like you get a tat. Like, you might be somebody that's never had anybody look at you, bro. Never one person just say hi to you ever, bro.
Yeah.
And you get your arm tatted and 100 people a month say hi to you and look at you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it changes your entire existence when, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are afraid to be like, step up and be like, what's up with it? You know what I'm saying? But but it's like anyone that has a tattoo, you're automatically in that community now. You're like part of the culture. Yeah. And so that our culture is most genuine. You know what I'm saying? We everybody, you know what I'm saying? So there's no such thing as like, you know, no judgment, you know? If you want to be weird, it's try you come to a tattoo shop, like, I'm weird. Like, no, you're not. You're fucking normal. Shut up. Like, we're weird as fuck, bro. You wish you were weird like this. Like, calm down. You know, so I feel like that is the big one though. And it's like a lot of times for me, like older dudes come and like they went through a divorce and like they weren't allowed to do anything, you know what I'm saying? And they start getting sleeved out. And it's like, now you got a bunch of young chicks looking at you like, what's up? You know? And like, it changes your whole perspective, you know? So, and you got to sit through it and it hurts, you know? So it helps you heal if you're in pain, you know?
Yeah, you can sit through it. Like I said, I think some of it's really therapeutic. I've always felt relaxed when I got done. But you said something too.
You gotta jag him. He like feather finger Mike. Okay, he's
not that heavy handed.
Look at him. He's got the softest hand in the game.
I didn't feel like
Ruben did my whole entire armpit.
Yeah,
he's like
none of my tattoos hurt with him.
Is your feelings that hurt or what?
No. He's just.
I had to, man. I had to. Sorry.
It didn't hurt, but Ruben is heavy handed. What I'm trying to say is he's a heavy handed guy, but when he tattooed me,
oh yeah, feather fingers.
Then I'm like, oh, I expected for it to be a lot worse.
My armpit, it was healed in 2 days. I was like, what? There's a whole armpit, dude. I was like, I thought it was going to be awful. And he was done and like, it was awesome, dude. Yeah. But my whole body's done already, so I can't get no more work. I wish, you know what I'm saying? Like he's one of my, like on a cool, like he is one of my favorite tattooers, bro. Yeah. When he came to me, he was like drawing all these crazy faces and it was all wild. And he was like, man, I just wish I could do realism. I was like, bro, stop putting the outline that you draw and you already do realism. You know what I mean? Stop putting the outlines in it. Just tattoo your faces the way you do. And it's like the next day he's like, I did one without an outline. I'm like, look, you do portraits. You've been drawing them. Yeah. It was epic. You know what I'm saying? Like that dude's amazing. So
freehanded it.
Oh yeah. His lettering's
COVID. I was at the house where everybody locked in. I was like, I got a tattoo because I wanted to show love. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that's how he makes his money by tattooing. And of course, everything was closed, and I know it was probably terrible.
That was horrible.
Yeah, I went in the living room, knocked it out real quick too. I'm like, all right, bet. Yeah, but yeah, he's an amazing. All right, so let's start wrapping this thing on up. Let's get kind of deep here for a second.
Here we go.
If this was the last conversation you and I would ever have,
oh damn, dog, you don't do me like that.
What is something you want me to always remember?
My energy that I brought to the table. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know? Yeah. That's what I hope everybody takes. I feel like I've helped so many people. Like, not helped you so much because you always do so much. You know what I'm saying? But you've seen, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there's so many people that I've impacted in my life, dude. Like, when I go, I just want to know that the shit that I told them, like, that they will continue to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give up on yourself when your backbone gives up. When you ain't got it no more, you know what I'm saying? When you get older, man, everybody starts dying on you, ain't got no more help behind you. Remember what they taught you. And that's it, you know what I'm saying? And that's all you got to do. And like, if you do that, then you carry your people, you know? Right, so then I did what I was supposed to do, you know? That's it.
What's up? All right. And so these are always the final 2 questions on Ray Ray's podcast. So if you can give any advice to anyone, no matter the context, no matter the subject, what advice would you give someone? And secondly, what do you want people to take away from sitting down with your boy today?
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is the realest advice I give everybody, and I'll give it 100 times over. You know, if you can write down, get a book, get a tiny book, and start writing down your goals, your dreams. It has to be an ink pen on paper. Write down your goals, write down your life goals, write down your dreams, and watch it unveil. Manifestation is the realest fucking thing you can ever be a part of. But when you're doing this, you cannot manifest if you obsess. You've got to focus on right now. Today and today only, because none of us are going to wake up tomorrow. Yeah. We're always going to wake up today. And my biggest advice is believe in it, man. Watch all the people around you win. They believe. We believe. Just believe in what you can do, and I promise you it will happen. And that's a fact.
Okay. And what do you want people to take away
from this right here? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That I'm one of his best guests and I get to come back, first off.
For sure.
No, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just hope, you know what I'm saying, people see who I am a little bit, you know what I'm saying, like what I'm about, you know what I'm saying. There's so much more to everything, but like this has been probably one of my favorite interviews I've ever done, because it's not like everything's always about my tattoo career, right? And like what I've done for the industry and who I am and all this, and this was a lot different, you know what I'm saying. I feel like this touched many different things that no one's ever heard about me, so I think a lot of people are going to see a different side of things that they've never got to see. So
Facts.
Yeah. So
Love you, brother.
love you, man. Appreciate that.
All right. So when I close these, interviews, I start off the show with positive words. Of course, we're going to end it with positive words. So I like to leave you with two messages. First one being, if you're persistent, you'll get it. If you're consistent, you'll keep it. Consistency is the key to everything in life. All right. So now if somehow you're sitting next to a mirror while you're watching or listening to this, maybe you're in a car, you can have a moment to look in the rearview mirror. I want you to look at yourself and say, I will boss up mentally. I will boss up spiritually. I will boss up physically. And I will boss up financially. Invest in yourself. It's your boy Ray, my guy Billy Jack. You know what I'm saying? We'll catch you next time, Ray Race Podcast. We'll see you. Peace.
Hey, get money
That's epic,
all
huh?
day, get money all
He's so good.
Hey, get money all day, get money all night. Sip my drink, ho, let's get right.